I'm just waiting for my notification to come up so that I'll know when everybody gets it, and then we can go ahead and start. There it is. And we can get started. Today we're going to be using a maker's. I have this stencil that comes with a joy and this piece on Earth, Goodwill to Men. And I just cut this off. We're not going to be using the greenery here at the top and the bottom. I'm just going to use the words. And this is burlap, an 8-inch by 16-inch burlap canvas that I got at Hobby Lobby when it was 50% off. Oh, and just so you know, this stencil and maker 50% off. So I have put my link in the description, and if you'll just click on it and look at the stencils, and if you do place an order, please use my link. They're gel art ink. Southern. So it's their white gel art ink. And then I have their spreader right here. You do not have to fuzz these stencils. They are reusable. And you wouldn't fuzz it anyway because we're putting it on burlap. If it was, you know, the green stencils, you wouldn't have to do that. So I'm going to put it more up at the top because I'm going to put my greenery, which isn't green, it's gold, at the bottom. So I'm just going to do the Peace on Earth and Goodwill towards Men. And I'm just pushing my stencil down onto my burlap canvas. And this is what we have so far. Now, because this is pretty big, as I go along, I'll be lifting this up so that the ink doesn't get set in the stencil and then pull. Georgie's watching and Dave is watching. Thank you guys for watching me. And if you like what you see, please feel free to SHAR with your friends and family. I would appreciate it because the more interaction you have with me, the more Facebook knows that you like what you see, and they'll keep putting me out there. Appreciate it when you sprinkle or SHARE my videos, and you can always watch them on a replay. They are in the video section of Liz's Crafts. So feel free to watch any of the replays. And when you watch the replay, know that you're there. Can you just say replay in the comments? I would appreciate it. You know, as soon as I get the piece and the on words done, I'm going to lift this up a little bit and we're going to take a look at it. So for my stencil, I got this yesterday, and I had ordered several stencils from a maker studio, but the post office, you know, short staff with COVID and everything like that going on, you know, they just weren't getting the packages out, so they were in the post office just waiting for someone to do something with them. So I contacted a maker studio, and with me being one of their makers who does lives, they graciously sent me a right here. Isn't that pretty? sent me a duplicate order, and then when I do get my order, they'll send me a shipping label, and I could send it back to them. So I thought that was really nice of them to do that. I mean, it wasn't their fault. It was, you know, USPS. So my original order is supposed to be here on the 22nd. So most of what I ordered was Christmas stencils. So, you know, do my lives and put it out there before Christmas. And these stencils are so easy to use, and they're reusable, and if you take care of them, you over and over and over. So I'm thinking that I can be using these for several years. I think this burlap is really soaking up this ink. And it doesn't seem to be as cold today as it has been for the last few days. And we're going to be out on Christmas break. Today they get out at 1 o'clock. So they'll be all happy and ready for Christmas. Our daughter and granddaughter are staying with us right now. It really makes the holiday so much better when you have a kid around. I mean, in years past, we put up Christmas tree and that because our kids were grown and gone, and we just didn't feel it, you know, or I didn't. City to decorate. I was determined this year, regardless, I was going to decorate for Christmas. Apparently nobody likes it but me, but it just doesn't take up a whole lot of room, and that's what I like about it. And in case you don't know, I also saw that Hobby Lobby has some of marked down 66%. Now most of it is 50%, and I don't know which ones they decide are 66%, but some of them are, in case you haven't been out there in a while. Okay, so we just have a couple more words. And then I would take the stencil off and show. Now you can also use these inks on clothes. So you could put stencils on your shirts. One on my husband's shirt. Work really well. You just have to heat set it. And dry them. But these stencils, I'm going to put them in water, put it in water when I'm done here. And I'm not when I'm doing this. And then I will, after the live, I will clean it off with a sponge and make the gel art ink out of the of it. Now the ink does tend to stain your stencil. That's okay. It doesn't affect it as far as marks or anything. Okay, so this is what we have. On earth and goodwill towards men. But we're not done with this yet. Let me put this in the water. And I'm putting it face down. Face down in the water. And then I'm going to take my Drill Master heat gun, and I'm going to dry this a little bit because I don't want to smear it once I start decorating it. And it does take a little longer for the ink to dry than chalk paste. And when you check it, you want to pat it. You don't want to smear it. So, see, ink on my hands because it wasn't quite smear. I mean, if you go like this, you're going to smear your ink all over your piece. And you don't want that. Almost dry, or dry enough. So if you're just hopping on, say hi, and are here. And if you like what you see, please do this with your family and your friends and like what we're doing here. And if you watch any of the replays, you can also do that too. So I just have this little sparkly strip I got from the Dollar Tree. It had 5 rows on it, and I cut it down to 3 rows. So I'm going to put it on each side, and I'm going to start at the end here. This is my hot glue for this. So I'm just putting 2 strips of hot glue on there to hold this down. And I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side too. Let me move this over here. All right. Now I'm just going to go through and do the same thing. I'm going to go down the edge here, and I'm going to put a strip of glue, and I'm only going to go a little ways because it'll dry on you otherwise. And then I'm putting another strip of glue just away from that one so that it's not on top of each other, and it'll catch both ends of this bling. Both sides. I don't want to do too much at a time because trust that it'll dry on you and you've just wasted your glue. So does anybody have they're going to be doing this weekend? We went to see the lights at Ballora last weekend, I think it was. Maybe, yeah, I think it was. And then the house in the neighborhood here that their lights to the song, to music. So we want to see that this weekend. Now, if you wanted to, you could also use E6000 for this instead of the hot glue. Use both of them. I'm just using the hot glue. Okay. Let me hold this up so you can see it. What do you guys think so far? Can you see the gold here? I think it's going to be pretty. I know you can't see it too well. If you didn't want to use gold, they do have different colors of these. And they have blue and green and a pink and a red. And I think they have silver too. And I didn't want to put any on the top and the bottom, so I'm just doing the sides. I mean, if you wanted to do the top and bottom, you can certainly do that. I just like the way it looked with just the sides done. Okay, we're getting there. Bottom. And then I'm going to show you what else we're going to do with it. We're not done yet. And I'm going to need another glue stick. So all I have to do is this bottom edge here. Okay. That's it for that part. Okay, now I have these here, and these are little foam balls that I got from the Dollar Tree several years ago when I was making wreaths. So I'm just going to add some of these at the bottom. And I want the stem to be in the center. And there's only a few of these that are actually going to stick on here. So I'm just going to do a zigzag of hot glue. And hopefully I'll get most of these caught in there. And I'm just going to hold it for a little bit. Okay, so we got that. And then I need to see how many more I want to put on here. I think this one was going to be next. I really like the way that one's looking now. Okay, maybe like that. And then this. So I thought I had it figured out, but it doesn't want to work the way I thought I had it. Okay, I think that's good. Just like that. And this one, I'm just going to put the hot glue on the stick, because I think the stick is going to be what's on the canvas. So I really like this burlap. Like that, Hobby Lobby, but you should wait until it's 50% off or use your 40% off coupon. Okay, and then I have this one here. And this one again. And I'm going to put, I think I'll put it on, I don't know where it goes, but it's on the spot. Right there. It goes right there. I mean, it didn't, but it just popped in there. Okay, so this is what we have. What do you guys think? This is just a quick little stencil home decor project for Christmas. And I'll take it over to the house and hang it on the wall. So we have the gold balls and we have the gold bling on the sides. And remember, I would not be going live on Saturday or Sunday anymore. I'll just go in live Monday through Friday, and I will let you know ahead of time before I go live, 30 minutes to an hour before I go live. And if you make crafts, I would appreciate it if you would join my group, which is Liz's Craft Friends. You have to answer 2 questions because it is a closed group. Once you answer those questions, I'll approve you to be a member. And we share the crafts that we make on that page. Brenda has made gnomes and other things, and she shared hers on there. She's very talented. And we would like to see what everybody else is doing, and then we can just, you know, encourage one another to be crafty. So I'll take a picture of this and I will put it on Liz's Craft page, and I'll also put it on Liz's Craft Friends. And I should see you back here on Monday.